I'm going to start off this section with a little bit of a riddle for you. All right, so I've got here a number line, and we got Abraham Lincoln sitting there on space number 5 in the number line. Let me tell you this. So Abraham Lincoln takes 3 steps forward, and then he takes 1 step backwards. How many steps did Abraham Lincoln travel? Or, how many spaces did that penny move along the number line? All right. Now you may have one of 2 different answers to that. You could say, well, he moved 3 spaces to the right, and then he moved 1 space to the left. And so adding +3 and -1 means that he went a total of 2 spaces to the right. So he went from 5, he started off at 5, he ended up at 7. That is a total of moving 2 spaces to the right. And you could think of it another way. Kind of instead of thinking about this in terms of signs, you could say, well, the first thing he did is he took 3 steps, and then he took 1 step. I don't care that he stepped to the right this time and then he stepped to the left this time, but adding those 2 numbers together, he traveled a total of 4 steps. All right. So which one of these is correct? And the answer is, well, they kind of both are. There's good reasons to think about both of these as being ways of thinking about distance that somebody has traveled, either counting the left and right hand distances as things that you add together, or if you think that moving in a positive direction and moving in a negative direction cancel each other out. And so we're going to have 2 different pieces of vocabulary for talking about these different problems. If we're talking about combining the positive and negative and having them cancel each other out, this is going to be something that we will talk about how the net distance the penny traveled is 2 spaces to the right. And if we want to think about it this way, we will talk about the total distance that the penny traveled. All right, so the idea is that net distance is something where we talk about the overall change, regardless of kind of what happened in the middle. You're just looking at the beginning and the end. And total distance is thinking about every step of the way in either a positive or negative way. All right, so these are going to be pieces of vocabulary that we're going to use going forward into day 52 of the notes.